What's up, fellow YouTubers, subscribers, and viewers? Welcome back to my channel, Out of Context. I'm your host, GD. We're playing Backpack Hero, an inventory management roguelike that can be found on Steam. Link in the description. Before we start, let me address my intent to play. Everyone has their own style of gameplay, and I will tell you mine so you can simply enjoy. I like playing Purse on standard mode. It's the easiest way to have fun and a challenge simultaneously. Every run is a multi-loop run, if I can help it. Clubs, Knight's Armor, Gold, and Energy are king in the early game. Assassin's Dagger is king in the late game. I compete to succeed and like to play fast, but I will always slow down if I feel the need to play with precision or to explain my next move. That's all for now. Enjoy the video. Okay, so Living Shadow. Living Shadow, I'm not sure if I can say that they're extremely dangerous. Because I don't remember what kind of curses they give. They do give curses, though. That is something I do remember. I don't remember what kind. Adjacent items are disabled. On use, lose 5 HP. So, they're only disabled until I remove the curse, if I recall correctly. So I'm going to put it here, because if I put it here, I'm pretty sure I won't get my energy generation for that turn, which won't be good. But then if I do that, I get hurt, but I get my stuff back. The miracle of a well-played game. It's the little brother. Oh, how cute. Not grabbing it. I don't think so, anyways. I don't think so. Nah. It is more damage in the short time, but in the short term, excuse me. No. Because weakness is just that good. Adjacent items are disabled. Not a problem. Now, that can actually be really annoying if you're using, what is it called? Charmed bracelet or something. I forget exactly what the item is called. But if there are adjacent curses, you can use that item to destroy them. But because some curses disable adjacent items, that item in particular doesn't work on them. And that can be annoying if that's how you're... Excuse me. Especially if you're using Cursed Waystone, which gives you a multiplier to, I believe, all adjacent weapons, and in exchange you take a curse. Well, the problem with that is that if you do, because it basically will give you, I forget what kind of curses are in the pool for what it will generate, but it will sometimes give you or the last time I used it, it can give you curses that disable adjacent items. So, yeah. Not so wonderful. You know what? We're gonna save that. Oh, and he was doing 0 damage. That's wonderful. That's lovely. Okay. Now. Perfect. That's how we end a fight. When a weapon kills an enemy, adds 3 haste to self. Well, if you're killing enemies really quickly, that would be good. We don't have something that kills items very quickly, so that's not so good. Orc Axe. I'm gonna be honest. I've never really found a good opportunity to use this item. If you can surround it by a lot of... Because what is it? It's adjacent, right? So, what is that? So if it was like here, for example, if something was here, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does that make sense? 7? Yeah. So if you have 7 adjacent items, it doesn't specify. So that's plus 1 for each. So that's plus 7. Plus the 4 on use. So that's 11 damage. An 11 damage item that on kill gives you 1 gold. I mean, that's not terrible, but honestly, I think I would prefer Shiv. Like Golden Shiv. I think I would prefer that. I think I would. Okay, so let's take a quick look here. We only have the one shop. So if I need to take something over something else, I'm okay with doing that. I think I'm going to keep the same amount of keys. And I don't think I'm going to be using that. I don't think so. It's interesting, but no. Nope. And for anyone that wants to know, the Golden Waystone, I've been holding on to it for a very, very long time. And the reason is because when you use it, any item, any adjacent weapon to the Golden Waystone can be given, like you can select what adjacent weapon is given that bonus, but it gets a permanent plus 25% bonus damage to it. Now these can be hard to come by, even when you have a lot of luck generation, basically. So my thoughts were, I'm going to hold on to it for as long as possible, because if I find an Assassin's Dagger, for example, I'm probably going to use it on the Assassin's Dagger. Okay, so this is an interesting enemy to come across. Actually, this might be the one that has those really awful curses to deal with. I don't remember. He has a really good item, but it's not really an item that I think that I can use effectively. So he has the Fox Rapier, and it does damage and it gives blocking. It only gives 1 blocking, but that's not bad because we're generating haste. So that flat haste will be added to the blocking of that weapon every time it's used. It's actually really nice if you have a bashing shield, because it will add blocking to the bashing shield whenever it's used. Those are 2 separate effects, by the way. It adds blocking every time it's used to your character, and then it adds blocking to adjacent or diagonal shields or bucklers or whatever. Or armor as well, I think. I think it does it to armor too, but every time it's used. So it can be very powerful as a sort of defensive item. But I'm not sure. Like, I think we can defeat him. I'm not really concerned about that. The problem... Let's go here first. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. I could get the regen, but I don't think I'm going to do that. No siree. No siree. No siree. Let me think. Okay, so here's another idea. Here is another idea. I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but it is another idea. I have the spring gem. I could not have one of these and instead have a fox rapier. And if I recall correctly, if it does do the whole adjacency thing and gives adjacency and diagonal giving, you know, blocking and that sort of thing, I could move this forward here, put the fox rapier here because it is a 3-slot item. It's a 1x3, and I could buff all of these with its use. And since I'm only going to be putting forge slots on this, if I put energy on this, eventually, I'm going to get rid of this, right? Is everybody following me so far? Now, with that said, and maybe this is... so a thought here. I could put energy on this. I could waste 80 gold to ensure that I can kill the this guy, so that I can get his rapier, and then sell this, and then have the additional blocking generation, as well as basically a free weapon to use because of spring gem, right? So I could do that. I could do that. But I don't think I need that much. I don't think I need a lot to deal with him. That could be a mistake. But I think it's a smart decision. I think so. I'm a friend. Hell no. He's got a lot of HP. But we have the energy. And we will slowly but surely attempt to eliminate this man. Now, worst case scenario, his curses destroy all my helmets. Or my foot. Well, I don't have any footwear, so that's not the worst case scenario. But I don't remember if he has those kinds of curses. But even if he did, I don't think I have to worry about that. I don't think so. And I don't even think that I'm going to take the damage from the curses rather than providing the chance that the curses could destroy those things. But let's just see here. Yeah, because like I said, I couldn't remember what kind of curses he gives. If this is the kind of curse that he gives commonly, then it's not going to be a problem. But like I said, some enemies give really nasty curses, and it doesn't feel good to take those curses. But I wasn't worried about the kind of damage that he'd be doing, not at all. And since we have a way of generating damage for ourselves, his blocking really shouldn't be an issue either. Like I said, I think it was just only the curses that I was concerned about. But that was just one of his curses. I don't remember if he has other types of curses that really hurt us. That doesn't hurt us at all. I mean, if an item is used, yeah, but I'm not using items in this location, so... And I'm just gonna remove it! So it's gonna be a slow fight, but it's a fight that we can win. And that's another one of those. And slowly but surely, he can't do shit to us. That's another blocking one. We shouldn't have a problem finishing out this fight. I think I still want to try and get the final kill with the Lucky Shiv though, because we stat pattern. Well, no, we're just trying to get lucky and get better items is what it is. Now, I don't think I'm going to buff anymore. I don't think so. Boom. There we go. Oh, and I didn't mention this before, but the Fox Rapier is additional to any of the other items that you get, basically. Which is good. So, we can get rid of this. We can move this over here. And now we have the Fox Rapier. Now, we can only use it for one turn. Oh, okay, so... Oh, so it's... Oh, so it's just shields. Well, you know what? It's still not that bad. It's still not that bad. I couldn't remember if it was armor and shields, but honestly, again, it's still not that bad because it's one free use of blocking, and we're generating haste every turn, right? So that haste is going to be added on top of that. So yeah, that's still not bad. I don't think we want to hold on to a cleansing potion. I don't think so. Oh right. And that gets moved over here. Now, something important to note is that we are losing extra armor adjacency from, so here, 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 and then here. That's an additional 10 that we're losing, like flat blocking that we're losing. But when you think about it from the perspective of haste generation, we're actually maintaining the same amount of items that could benefit from haste, and we get to use this free every turn. This would be free every turn as well, but so it's We're losing a flat 10 blocking, but it might not be that big a deal. Oh, and that benefits from that too. So there you go. We're getting additional weapons and additional damage. So that's another way to look at it. And I think that's it. Now, since we don't have this, we can get that extra regen. Now I do have forge slots on here that I could add damage to, but I'm still not certain what kind of build we're going to finally end up going for. If I were to go for anything, I might go for rage, because if I were to find a bashing shield or something like that, then there would be an incredibly huge synergy there. This was a smart idea, right? It might not have been. I don't remember. Anyways, I think we want to deal with this guy first. And the reason I say that is because I think he has nasty curses. But I keep saying that, and then I find out that they don't actually have as nasty a curse as I think they do. So, you know, call me a liar, as you will. Additional blocking, more damage. Yeah, so like I said, I don't remember what kind of curses he gives. Could be really nasty stuff. This is called Spring Gem. I couldn't remember what it was called. Not that it matters. Not that it matters. Yeah, so that's getting damage from that. So for now, I would say Waystone is has been doing a lot for us. It has been the carry. Okay, so this is the guy that will destroy items at the start of your turn. If, yeah. So, glad I know that. But it's just footwear, so I don't care. Now here's the question. If it's helmets, do I care? And I think the answer to that well, we'll just have to take a chance. If we find out that, you know, he does destroy headwear, and this was just the one where he destroys footwear, what I'll do is, well, just take a chance. It's 1 out of 4. I'm not sure if it prioritizes, you know, rare stuff over common stuff, but then I'll put this in the bag, and then I don't think it can destroy it, because the pouch is considered separate from the rest of the pack. And then that way, I can just pull it out afterwards. And hopefully I don't run into another one of these goys again. Or at least someone else that gives us those kinds of curses. Not until I find something a bit better to help us. Fire arrow. Absolutely not. How much is this giving? It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, so far it's just footwear. I don't care about footwear. I don't think there's really too many footwears, at least for purse, that you can get that that are that big a deal as far as getting destroyed. There are the heavy boots, and but honestly, the only thing that they do better comparatively to the common ones is that they're heavy, so you can put like other heavy stuff on top of them. But other than that, they just give, I think they give 1+ damage to weapons in their column. That's pretty much it, I think. I think so. Yeah, you know what? I think we put this over here. We place this down here. There we go. Okay, so with that, we do that, then we do that, then we do that, and then that. And then we'll target this guy, do this, do this, do that, and now it's just about one-shotting the rest of the enemies. Okay, so nothing really good just yet. Another helmet. So if this is not in the top row, okay, so it has to be in the top row. Well, I could do this, then that, and then that. For the time being. I don't need it, but for the time being, it's okay. And that should be good for us for now. Yeah. Oh wow, this recording is going quite long. Quite long. But I am tempting to be precise about my play, so maybe it's all worth it. I was reading one of my comments and someone said that I have a soothing voice, so I don't know. Maybe you guys can fall asleep to my playing of games. That could be wonderful. Okay. I think well, someone's going to do some damage to us on this first turn, unless we do something about it. So what I propose is that I make an effort to not let that happen. And that should be perfect. I think I have enough blocking to deal with that, honestly. Yes, sir. So maybe, just maybe, I'm gonna do something super crazy. Does that make sense? It does. Boom, shaka. Am I gonna level up from this fight? No. I'm actually gonna be short 6 experience? Probably not that big a deal. So my thoughts are, I'm probably going to put another thing here. Something here, and maybe something here. Or you know what? Here and here would probably be good, because I can move this down over here. Or I could do something crazy. I could make a spot over here, put this in here, then this could be adjacent to that, right? So there and then there. And the important thing is that I'm able to move this out and this out from here into another spot. And the reason I want to do that is because I want to keep these things, as many of them as adjacent as possible, but having them with the haste is just going to make this better, which means I could end up at some point getting rid of some of these helmets and just replacing them with whatchamacallits if I need to. So if I got another structure next, I could put it here, get rid of one of these helmets, put something here up here, and then move these into this spot. Something like that. Because this would still be, you know, adjacent to this point. Something like that. I keep feeling like I'm saying something like that. I don't know. I don't know if Scratch is... Yeah, it's probably worth it. It's probably worth it. Why do I know why I do it, but... Another one? I mean, I could. It's not like I'm using that. You know what? Why not? Could get rid of one of the helmets, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to replace one of those. I'm still going to keep my keys, because I don't want to, well, reasons. I don't want to lose out on a chance to get more itemage. If I do this, then this, then this, then that. That's the most efficient way to do that. Boom. Get out of here. Fascinating. Okay. Well, I don't know how I predicted the future like that, but I did. I hope you're all proud of me. So anyways, put that there. Then that's there. And then we get one of these the hell out of here. It's not adjacent to anything, so it's not like it's giving a lot of blocking. I mean, this gives a lot and stuff, but I think we can, I think we're good. To some degree. Because like I said, we're not changing the amount of items that are benefiting from blocking, but we are increasing the amount of haste that we can gain per turn. And that probably means more to us than, well, yeah. More keys would be okay, but I think we have enough keys. Was haste here? No, it wasn't. So we can't benefit from that right away. I feel like we've been on this floor for so long, but I mean, again, it's not like this run has turned into an easy win or anything. I think we prioritize the chest valuables because we're looking for Goudas. And by Goudas, I mean goodies. Okay. When an arrow to the right kills an enemy, add... I don't feel like that's a very powerful... I mean, maybe if you have enough gems, you have enough arrows. Fires the first arrow in each row to the right. So 4 arrows, benefiting from gems, benefiting from multipliers. I mean, it could be powerful, but I'm not sure if it's multi-run. Well, it could survive for a little bit, I think. But just for a little bit. Then it would become less and less useful. Ah. It's a good thing I noticed that. But it's not like we've been using it... Oh, hold on a second. Would that... No. No, that just wouldn't be that good. There. And that's not benefiting, but if we do that, then it is. Oh-ho. There we go. That way we can use this multiple times if we wish. If we wish. Okay. Did we... I don't remember if we sold everything here. Did we sell everything? Yeah, we did. I wasn't going to sell that. I was just checking. Okay. Now, we deal with Big Boy Boss Man. Enemies here. The Badger Boss. So, this guy, as I may have mentioned before, could be problematic. And the reason he could be problematic is, well, we'll figure it all out in just a moment here. It's the rage. Sorry, I was It's the rage that he puts on himself and on his allies. I'd like to point that out. He puts rage on his allies as well. And then there's this. I think he only ever uses this once. Wait, hold on a second. Did they reduce the cost of this? Because I think it used to be 3 energy. Unless I've been smoking some dope or something. I don't think that's the case, but... Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Very strange, but very interesting. See what I mean? Right, remove status effects on all enemies. And that's why I think it's going to be very useful. Now, here's the thing. We may not want to use this multiple times. We may want to use this. Because we're going to have to deal with multiples of these at some point. But that also means we're not going to be using weakness. But if they're gaining it through rage, then I think the best way for us to deal with this... Well, here's my thought. I am going to go pretty much all in here on buffing for as long as I can. Once using this, removing all that stuff isn't working anymore, then I'll start just cleaving everyone down. And hopefully I have enough damage from this in order to make that work. And worst case scenario, I can always use the dodge from this. Assuming it's not disabled. No, it's not disabled. Okay. So I think I have the game plan in mind. Hopefully I execute it correctly, because if I don't, I'm gonna die a very horrible death here. Okay, I'm pretty sure I don't have to worry about that yet. Yeah, because this is all getting basically the same amount of damage. I believe this is really the only way... I heard a weird thing with the audio there for a second. That was terrifying. Okay, so not extremely terrifying yet. Yes, terrifying, but not extremely terrifying just yet. So how much energy do I have? So if I have enough energy, damage with this, and energy to cleave these all down in one turn, then I'll be in a safe position, I think. But I do need to get to that point, so I need to keep buffing my weapons. Because if I don't, I'm probably gonna die. A very gruesome and horrifying death. Okay. I don't think that's enough yet. Well, at the very least, it won't kill me. Unless I've gravely miscalculated. In which case, I'm going to feel sorry for myself. And the audience that assumed it was worth watching me. Do I take that? Yes. It's not greed, it's calculated. Yeah, and we should be good till the next turn. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that would be too much for me. And I didn't even have to use that. So, what happens here? And the fight is basically reset. The fight is basically reset. Perfect. Okay, well, I can do that, and then I can do that. Okay, so we do have healing, so stopwatch is actually a pretty good item to have. I'm going to grab that. That's actually extremely good. Means every time I use a weapon, it's going to get +1 damage. And that's going to add up. It would be better under other circumstances, but this is actually pretty good. Considering we have plenty of healing, so yeah, this is actually turning out to be not too bad. I can grab that mana for now. I don't need it, but maximum HP. Nothing I'm interested in. I definitely don't think I want to go to the Frozen Heart. Let me think about that. Let me think about that. So, this might be unusual, but I think there might be a chance that I actually do better in the Frozen Heart than I would in the Magma Core. And the reason why I say that is because with the Badger boss, well, we were able to make it by, but here's the thing. If we fight against the Grand Master deals burn damage and direct damage. And his summons deal direct damage and burn damage, and they also deal out what's it called? They also deal out curses. So I almost actually think that if we were to go to the magma core, we unless we were to find something that scales us up better, I think we actually have a higher chance of losing there. Now, we might not fight against him. We might fight against the king, but I'm not sure that's a risk that I want to take. Now, the worrisome thing about going to the Frozen Heart is the enlightened occultists, because they can do multiple attacks, and they can buff themselves with rage, and sometimes they even double buff themselves with rage. With that said, we do have Cleansing Bomb. And the worst fight that we could probably take against occultists is a six-man team of enlightened cultists. Now, the nice thing about cultists, the enlightened occultists, is they don't have a lot of HP relative to other enemies. So we might actually have a better chance of surviving against them. Generally speaking, I would go absolutely the other way around. Magma Core first, and then go to the Frozen Heart. But I think Frozen Heart is actually I hope you enjoyed the content. There will be more to come in the future. Forever forward we march. This is GD, signing off. Here's our outro. Until next time.
Time.